Yves, you're in Cyprus for the penultimate round of the European Rally Championship. What is your reasoning for being here this weekend?
First, I have to explain, I am a rally director at the FIA now since 18 months, and I am in charge of all the rallies around the world that the FIA is managing. It means for sure World Rally Championship, but after all the other championships like ERC, but also Asia Pacific, Africa, Middle East, all the championships we are managing. And for us it's quite important to have links between the championships, and for sure between the European Championship and the World Rally Championship. That's the reason I'm here to visit one of the events of the championship.
It's typical Cyprus, it's hot, it's dusty and everything. The competition in the European Rally Championship going into this penultimate round is so close at the top. What do you make of the season so far?
Yes, for sure. Now we have two events before the end. Three drivers who are very close with 10 points between these three drivers. It's great to have a close battle like that, but also we had a lot of different drivers who were able to win stages, and also 6 drivers who won 6 events, and it's really great, and it's what also we expect from this kind of championship, to have different drivers from different countries who are able to win in Europe.
Also, 6 ASNs are actively supporting or backing drivers. How important is that for the sport in general, to have the governing bodies of the countries backing drivers?
Yes, it's really important. You know, the organization of the federation is based on the ASNs, and for us to have the ASNs involved really in the sport, but pushing for them drivers to go around the world and to show what they are able to do, it's really important. And for sure, when we have 6 ASNs involved in the championship like we have here, we are really in favor to do something to help them to continue this.
You talked about the 10 points at the top of the Drivers' Championship going into this penultimate round. Also, we have the junior categories, which finished in the previous round. 0.3 of a second split the ERC 1 category. I mean, after 6 rallies, 0.3 of a second was how it was decided one way or another. The competition is really, really strong. It's a great learning platform for these youngsters.
Yes, for sure. It shows also like for the some other championship we have in rally, like we have in World Rally Championship for the moment, that we could have very close battles in rally. That what we have done in the last months to try to have drivers really fighting till the end is working, and youngster is really important for the future. And when we have a battle like we have now in European Championship with these categories, it's really showing that we are going in the right way.
Just before we started this interview, half an hour or so ago, the 2020 World Rally Championship calendar was announced. Some exciting new venues. What can you tell us about it?
For sure, we are first of all very happy that we were able to do this announcement now. It's the first time we are so early in the year to be able to announce the next year calendar. It's part of a process to announce it really early in the year. We hope that next year we can announce it in March, which could be a big step for all the different stakeholders of the championship. The strategy was to go more global. That's the strategy we have for World Rally Championship, and now we show with the inclusion of Japan, with the inclusion of Kenya, that we are on all the continents, and this is really important. But also we show with the rotation system that we introduced for next year, that we have a lot of good events around the world who want to be part of the championship, and you show how healthy is the championship and the interest we have from different countries for the World Rally Championship.
As you say, a real big interest from things. It's exciting times in the World Rally Championship, but also it gives exciting times for the European Rally Championship, because a lot of our drivers here are young, aspiring drivers, and their ultimate goal is to be in the World Rally Championship. Is that how you see, from the FIA's point of view, what the European Rally Championship is about? It's like a learning school, a training ground.
Yes, for sure. We need to improve in the next years the links between the European Championship and the World Rally Championship, and we maybe want also to go maybe closer to Central Europe, to have all these drivers who are able to be part of these European events and close to the World Rally Championship events in Europe. And we have to work on this to have really this linked between European events and World Rally Championship events.
How much work is that? Is that something that is possible, or is it like a long way off?
I would say for sure it's not a 2020 target. It's more a middle and long term, but we are really working quite hard on it to try to be able to have a kind of format to allow this in the next years, really middle term, I would say.
If we look back over the last 3 years of rallying in general, since the latest generation of World Rally cars came out, 2017, then 18, 19, then the European Rally Championship, rallying in general right now is very healthy and is in a good place.
Yes, we can see that there is a lot of interest. First, of manufacturers. We have a lot of manufacturers who are involved, I would say, at different levels, sometimes as an official program in some championship, but also a lot of customer racing. And this shows the interest of the manufacturers to be involved in this kind of championship. But also we see that we have youngsters who are coming, who is quite important. Like you say, ASNs want to be part of rallying. It shows that we have done a good work with our different promoters in the last months, but we still have a lot to do. I think really rally has a great future, but we are in a society who is completely moving, changing. Then we for sure we have to put in place things to have a healthy championship in the future like we have now.